Today NPR published a story. It was originally reported, Jess, by an independent journalist named Roger Sollenberger. And the story was that the Justice Department has withheld some Epstein files related to allegations that President Trump sexually abused a minor. It was pretty graphic, the story, actually. It also removed some documents from the public database where accusations against Jeffrey Epstein also mentioned Trump. Have you heard anything about this? Are you familiar with the story? And by the way, I recommend everyone read this NPR story so you can get more details. But I believe it involves a 13-year-old girl, and it's quite incriminating against the president.
Is I didn't read the story. I only just heard about it recently because I've been traveling a lot the last couple of days. But is it Katie Johnson? Is this the
It's a
same case?
13-year-old, and yeah, I'm not sure the name of the survivor who actually they talked about in the story, but she was 13. And what can I say? I'll just be transparent here for my audience. It had to do with oh, she's not named, Julia said. Something about biting. Biting is involved, and the name of the victim is not included in the piece.
Right, right. Katie Johnson is the pseudonym of it's a Jane Doe name that was used in a court case against Trump for something very similar. That came out in 2016, where sworn testimony was taken by this Jane Doe. So it's either the same person or it's another person. And what I can tell you, and we talked about this back in July, that one of the reasons I say 1991 is because people don't recognize that all of this has been going on so much longer than anyone wants to talk about. And if anyone of your audience now that's actually in the files, if they're going to notice something, there are not many references to the 90s. Not many at all. I think there's a lot of avoidance of the 90s because I think a lot of really terrible things happened in the 90s. And I was even initially discouraged from even giving a statement. I mean, it took me a year and a half to get anybody to take my statement. And initially they were like, "Oh, that was 30 years ago. What do you want us to do about it now?" And I was like, "No, you asked me to call you, FBI. You gave me a tip line and told me to call you, so I'm calling you." So I feel that there are probably a lot more victims out there that were discouraged from reporting to the FBI where statements weren't taken and they were told, you know. So I think there's a lot of information that was never investigated,